Cheers, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for a Thirsty Thursday Jam Happy Hour. And today I'm going to be hosting today's show alongside two awesome dudes, and they're tuned in from Ohio today. And one is Rayne Johnson, and the other is Joe. What is your last name?
Jordan. Joe Jordan. He's got two first names.
J squared. How are we doing, guys?
I like that too. We're great. How are you?
I'm doing really well. We look forward to hopefully at some point having you guys venture over to downtown Napa and checking out where I'm tuned in from, and we'll pour you some wine. But in the meantime, everything's virtual, obviously. So
are you at the tasting room right now?
Yes.
Yeah. So we've been there one other time, and it's wonderful, wonderful space.
Right out there. Yeah. So we definitely want to welcome you back, hopefully soon. But in the meantime, you guys have been doing okay the past year or so?
Yeah, doing all right. We're making it, so try to stay positive. I think there was a little bit of time when I was just like a little bit frustrated, but I got over it quickly and was like, being that way is not going to do anything, you know what I mean? So here we are.
You're like, shucks, I'm just going to go make some peasant bread. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Blow off some steam.
Yeah, I think it's really been, I don't know how it was. I mean, it feels like it was March, right?
Yeah.
It's been been a year pretty much exactly since everything kind of took a turn for the weirdness.
Happy birthday.
But
luckily we're it feels like we're kind of mending things, so hopefully live music. I know like all the festivals have been putting out the lineups for September, October recently, so that kind of gives me a glimmer of hope. But I appreciate you guys tuning in for this virtual concert, and thank you to everyone who's watching. Make sure you check out the website, which is raynejohnson.com. There it is down below, and you have some awesome merch too that people should check out. And of course, today's Thirsty Thursday, so by the end of today's show, if you're feeling a little tipsy, venture over to paypal.me/Rayne Johnson Music, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Tipsy, I like it.
All right, so do you want to kick it off with the first song?
Yeah, sure. Joe, what are we playing first? Same boat? Yeah, this song actually dropped, was during the kind of pandemic thing. I thought it would be good for, everyone to kind of get, like, that we're all in the same boat. So it wasn't a planned release, so we just released it out on Spotify and stuff. So hope you like it. This is Same Boat. Here we go. Yeah, we're all just floating around this big old rock in the middle of space, trying to get through life, just trying to get by. Yeah, we've all got mountains we're trying to climb. It's one big race to the finish line, and so it might help you know that we're all in the same boat and just going down the same road. So take a little love, pass it around. It ain't too hard to show. You're gonna learn things the hard way, and you're gonna have some hard breaks. So if you're going through hell, you ain't going through it alone. Yeah, we're all in the same boat. Yeah, come on. I said tires pop and hearts get broke. If it ain't you, it's someone you know it's true. What the hell can you do? Sometimes all it takes is a helping hand. A few kind words every now and then will go far. Oh no, it really ain't that hard. We're all in the same boat and just going down the same road. So take a little love, pass it around. It ain't too hard to show. You're gonna learn things the hard way, and you're gonna have some hard breaks. So if you're going through hell, you ain't going through it alone. I said we're all in the same boat. Sometimes it rains and the waves are crashing down. Sometimes we all gotta grab a pail and let it on out. I said we're all in the same boat, yeah. we're all in the same boat. Yeah, don't you know we're all in the same boat? Oh, yeah, yeah, we're all in the same boat. Oh. Yeah.
Woo! Thank you, Rayne and Joe, everybody. That was Same Boat, which I am so curious to know what you're going to do to commemorate the release of that, because it's coming up. I think it was May of last year that you put all that stuff out.
Well, heck if I know that. I didn't even know
I don't even remember that. I mean, like I said, it wasn't planned, so it just kind of just went out there. Yeah. So
Well-
are you saying that we need to have like a part two, or like a something like that's in tied with it, kind of? What were you
Maybe,
getting
yeah.
at on that? Like a May, like a we all fell out of the boat.
We're all in a similar box.
Yes. And
That's a catchy title.
I feel like, Joe, you could put out like one of your, it was almost a rap is what it sounded like, but one of your like children's songs that you were just singing for me.
I didn't think we were actually going to
Oh,
talk
this was
about
this
that.
was the part that I was hearing about without hearing Joe talking. I could hear you guys talking on. I like
But
it.
I feel like so many parents would relate to, you know, basically having to be a teacher and a parent in one this
I
past
don't know if I'm
year.
ready for that kind of limelight and that kind of superstardom. I don't know if I'm ready for it.
That's
Fair
so
enough.
funny.
Fair enough. So today, also, I feel like kind of commemorate something that has been very important for parts of the pandemic, which is a type of bread. So what do you call a loaf of grumpy bread?
A loaf of grumpy bread? Not bad. Frustrated bread? Mad bread? Grumpy bread?
I don't know. What
Yeah, I
do you
don't
call
know.
a loaf of grumpy bread?
You don't know? It's sourdough.
Sourdough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We should have gotten that one.
It's National
Yeah.
Sourdough Bread Day, everybody.
It's National Sourdough Bread Day. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah. I wonder if they created that like during COVID. Like, because this time last year on April Fool's Day, it was basically like the start of the pandemic. So I wonder. I don't know. There's so many different like national days. Like it's
Yeah, I've
National
noticed that
Lunch.
too. I feel like I've noticed it more since we've been in the pandemic. Like maybe it's because they're just making them more known, or they've always been there. We just didn't pay attention. But it's
Or
like,
we're all bored and just looking it up.
let me ask you
don't
this.
know.
This is probably going to be one that I'm going to get frowned upon. Joe, will you see if that door outside there is closed?
Sure.
Okay. How formal is this? Sorry, we're getting loud music, so I'm trying to see if we can. We're just winging it.
Give me a second.
So
Are
did
you-
you? I don't
Are you
have any
pulling
siblings.
an April Fool's joke on him?
No, we are not. We're not. We
I
should've,
was
yeah.
afraid.
Is that door closed? Okay, cool. So has there always been a sibling day? Like I
feel
saw
like
on Instagram, there's like I would see like people with their siblings, or they would post an old picture like "Happy Sibling Day." I don't have siblings, so I'm not. That's why I'm wondering: is it always a thing, or is it just because of COVID and now we're making up holidays?
You know, I think that those types of things, like the sibling day or like the National Puppy Day, which was
Or
like
sourdough
last
bread
Tuesday.
day.
Yeah, well, I think like the sibling day thing stemmed
that one's
from like Instagram becoming
Oh,
popular and them
okay.
wanting to kind of increase the hashtags. I don't really know though.
Yeah,
It's a good.
I've just noticed that
question.
stuff a little bit, and I just wondered. It may have been a little bit of jealousy that I couldn't post a sibling picture on the day, I don't know.
I am the little brother you never wanted.
That's
I-
true.
Yeah, there you go. Now,
Yes.
which of the two of you, if you had to guess or had to answer, is better at karaoke? That's what I'm wondering. Like back when karaoke
Joe.
bars.
Joe would be better at karaoke.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what
Because
are
here's why. Because I
Yeah.
envision karaoke as like drinking and having fun. Mm-hmm. And when Joe gets, I wouldn't even say drunk. I mean, when he gets some drinks in him, he's like fun, and he would be the karaoke guy. Like,
Yeah.
and he would be great at it. But he would be like, It would be similar to like what you play at
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
don't know.
times. You know
I'd
what I
give
mean?
us. I think I'd give us both a good shake. I don't know. I think we
Yeah.
both be.
I think I would take it too serious, where he would like let us like have fun.
He's definitely right about that.
You get what I'm saying? I'd be like, what if
Yes.
this song's too high for me, I can't do it. And he'd be like, come on, dude, let's just do it.
I feel like when it comes to karaoke, you have to have the perfect balance between not being too like cocky and too good at what you're doing, because then people are like, okay, great.
Yeah.
But then you can't suck so bad that people
Right.
want to leave the bar, you know?
Yeah, because if you're too good, then people don't want to come up and do karaoke.
Yeah. They're like, okay, show off, thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping that our wine arrives to you guys
I
during
hope so too.
this set. Yeah. But in the meantime,
And everyone that's on here watching right now, I promise you that we're not staging like the wine coming in.
It's just me with a hat on.
It's because we're in Ohio and it's really silly. You can't get it here. It's hard to get it delivered here. So here we
but
are.
you should be getting a bottle of our jam cab.
Yeah.
And of course, our namesake stuff. This is the butter Chardonnay.
That's what I like. That I've had that before. Yes, it's very good.
So you guys will get that, and I think we're delivering it to you through Drizzly, which is something that everyone watching can use too. Basically, it's like the food delivery system, but for booze. So should arrive cold, but we'll see. We'll see.
I wonder if I can see them out this window. I bet I could if they're here. Can we? Is Greg behind the scenes tracking that with the tracking thing? We're allowed to say his name on the air.
I will ask him. Yes, Greg. You want to
should not
see
be
where
named.
the wine is?
That guy.
So
Dark
while
one.
we wait to hear back from Greg, do you guys want to do like maybe a couple songs back to back?
Yeah. We have Bring It Back. What's after Bring It Back? We have over there.
It could be whatever we want. It could
Yeah,
be,
we'll just You
can.
just said two of them, right? So
Yeah.
this song here, is it okay to do a little intro of it? That'd be okay since we've
Yeah,
been
heck
chatting
yeah.
so much. Joe and I wrote this song together on a little out of town trip to Muscle Shoals, Alabama. We got to write with Walt Aldridge down there. It was kind of a big deal for us because it was kind of not, I wouldn't say like super early on, but it was pretty early on. And we stayed up in an Airbnb until like 4 in the morning because we were like worried that we weren't going to have something prepared to go into the write with.
Yeah.
So we wrote a lot of this song, and then Walt helped us make it so much better. So it's just a song kind of about the old school love and bringing it back. So let's bring it back. Here we go. Yeah, take a look around, it ain't hard to see. Love ain't love like it used to be. And baby, if it's up to you and me, let's bring it back. Yeah, when I love you wasn't just a phase, a fad or trend or the latest craze. When I do mention it, baby, those were the days. Let's bring it back. Yeah, we can go dancing on Friday night, kiss on your cheek if it goes alright. No need to rush, old school love and bring it back. Like holding your hands on an old porch swing, loving like Janis loved Bobby McGee, like Jack and Diane all over again. Let's bring it back. Come on. See, too many people living on their phone, out on a date, but they're looking all alone. Before the real thing gets good and gone, let's bring it back. Say we take a long drive down Paint Creek Road, try to find some Haggard on the radio, way out in the country where time moves slow. Yeah, and bring it back. Hey. Yeah, we could go dancing on Friday night, kiss on your cheek if it goes alright. No need to rush, old school love, man, bring it back. Like carving our names in a sycamore tree, loving like Janis loved Bobby McGee, like Jack and Diane all over again. Let's bring it back. Bring it out. See, back to the roots of a simple time when you couldn't swipe left, no, you couldn't swipe right. You had to man up and put your heart on the line. If you wanted that girl, you had to treat her right. Yeah, woo, come on, hey, yeah, like holding loving. Yeah, we'll bring it on back. Come on. Woo! What are we doing next?
You want to go into a little more Cant or something more upbeat?
Let's do something more upbeat. We'll do another one. You just call it out and we'll do it. I hope you guys are having a good night on this thirsty Thursday night. And, we had a set list, but I think we're just gonna have a good time with you guys and hang out. So what is this? Oh, let's do it. Here we go. Hey. Yeah. Said that whole week was hell on me. At a bar with a band and an empty seat. Tried to drink that whole week off of me. I had no way to up my down. Knew Monday was rolling back around. But then she came and tapped me on my shoulder. She said, boy, do you maybe want to dance with me? Looks like you could use a little company. Turn your night around. How does that sound? And I said, good, real dang good. Yeah, 'cause that night didn't feel right till I saw her pretty face. We were dancing, it was crazy. I felt like a new man, baby. That night was looking bad till I saw her. But it got good, real dang good. Come on. Yeah, I said the band sounded better when she sang along. My feeling blue was getting gone, and the room lit up every time she smiled at me. She pulled my arm right out the back door. Had no idea where we were headed for. But hell, I'd follow her all the way to Jackson. She said, boy, do you want to get out of here? Getting tired of the atmosphere. You can pull your truck around. How does that sound? And I said, good, real dang good. Yeah, 'cause that night didn't feel right till I saw her pretty face. We were dancing, it was crazy. I felt like a new man, baby. That night was looking bad till I saw her. But it got good, real dang good. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be real dang good. Do it again, come on. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be real dang good. Yeah, we both know I really wanna take you home. Oh, we could ride till the road runs out. How does that sound? Yeah, how does that sound? She said, good, real dang good. Yeah, drive us to Vegas and we'll leave this town behind. Now we're laughing and it's crazy. I'll go anywhere you wanna go, baby. Girl, I know whatever I do, if I do it with you, it's gonna be good, real dang good. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be real dang good. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be real dang good. Woo! Yeah!
Woo! Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank
you
you
guys
for
turning up the
watching.
crowd. I hear the crowd cheering in the background. Sounds good. Yeah.
I really want to get like one of the just buttons that it sounds like a crowd
Yeah, we're
and
like,
the laugh track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Womp, 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 womp.
Yes,
You
when
need
my
that,
jokes don't land. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so that last one you just did, you just put out.
We kind of
Like,
sprung that
kinda
one
towards-
on you, didn't we? Sorry.
No, it's okay. That's your newest release. You put
Yeah.
out like kind of towards the end of February of this year, right?
Yeah, that was the last single that we, put out right before the EP actually dropped. So yeah, it's kind of just a fun song, and when Joe wrote that song, and was that the one you played for me when I was laying in the bed at the?
Yeah. Well, that sounded weird.
Well, no, he came. I was in Nashville, and he was not down there. And then like the day that he got there, it was like early in the morning, maybe like 9ish or something like that. And he comes in, and I'm still like in bed, and he's like, and it was like had a loft and it had a balcony. And he's up there, and I'm in the bed, and he's like just he can't. If he has a guitar, he's always playing or singing or something, especially if he's working on something new. And he starts playing it, and I'm like, I'm in the bed like, I actually like this a lot. So I once he gets done, I'm like, dude, I like this. I like that song a lot. It's kind of, at the time when he was playing it, it may have changed and morphed a little bit, but at the time it was kind of Keith Urbanish, and I was like, man, I really like this song. So here we are, and it's probably a year later, it's a single, right?
That's the story.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, so how did, because obviously the song Real Damn Good, it like kind of stems from, or the lyrics at least, they seem to be about a lady or someone special in your life. So when it comes to your someone special, Rayne, how did the two of you meet originally?
I was playing in a local like cover country band kind of. We also did a little bit of rock too, like the freaking Bon Jovi and stuff like that for fun, whatever. But it was mostly country stuff. And we played around town quite a bit, and were known pretty well and drew a pretty good crowd because it was just a fun time. And I was playing, I think it was in northern Kentucky, so just basically northern Kentucky here. If anyone's not familiar with this area, northern Kentucky is sort of considered like Cincinnati because it's right there, and the only thing that separates it the river, and that's a part of town that's really developed and stuff like that. So a lot of people float back and forth. And I was playing in northern Kentucky, and there was a gal that had been coming to a lot of shows, and she was super sweet and like not even like she was like, I don't know how to. She was like a very, very just like chill girl that would just. She came to a lot of shows, but it wasn't like, oh my God, It was just nice to see her and everything. Yeah. And she said, I want you to meet my friend. And I remember that night she kind of insisted, and I don't even think that it was like because she wanted me to meet her like that. It was just like, I brought a friend. Can you finally come and say hi? So I went and introduced myself, or she introduced us and stuff like that. So I think I was instantly attracted, and that by the end of the night, I sort of had talked to her a couple times. Like I made a point during our breaks to talk to her and stuff like that. And then by the end of the night, she stayed after while we were loading out and just hung out and said hello and whatever. And we exchanged numbers, and here we are. Yeah.
There you
I don't know if that's really a great, cool story, but it was cool. I felt like, I don't know. I've only told this to Erica, really. I've never really said it, but like her and I've talked about it before. Like when I met her, and I walked away, I like had to I probably did it on purpose. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember this, but I put my hand like on the small of her back to like say excuse me or whatever, and I remember being like having a feeling that was like a little bit of a zing, like whoa, and I don't know if it might even sound kind of crazy, but I knew something was kind of special. So that is actually why I even like tried to talk to her more that night. So it was kind of a weird thing, but yeah.
I feel like,
I guess weird is not the right word. It was cool. It was cool.
It's a pleasantly bizarre circumstance.
Out of the normal.
Yeah.
If it's out of the normal doesn't make it bad.
Yeah, because I mean, when you're playing music, you're meeting all kinds of people. You're meeting, guys, gals. You're meeting so many people. And for me to be in an atmosphere that was like super crowded, and to have those like feelings, I was like, I think I need to like at least talk to her away from this. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And like the everything that led up to that moment, it sounds to me like I believe a lot in the butterfly effect sort of thing in life that kind of also ties in with fate, if you will. But I think that any decision that we make, whether we leave the house 2 minutes earlier or later than we planned, it can completely shift your day, which I think can change a lot. So I think that things like that, especially after hearing that story, it just was meant to be. And obviously you and Erica, it's been 7 or 8 years now or more.
Yeah, she didn't even like country music at the time. That's what's funny about it. She was like, and her friend was like, I promise if you go, you're gonna have fun, whatever. So she like reluctantly came. So it was kind of funny,
Well, there you go. It was meant to be.
Yep.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
And okay, perfect. I have more questions, but I'll save those for later so we can get into some more music. But first, I want to thank everyone who has tuned in today. Thank you so much. make sure you check out the links posted below for both Rayne Johnson's music and the Jam Cellars easy to love wines. If you need to restock your supply before the Easter weekend, we have a variety of ways to access our products. And of course, check out Rayne's music over at raynejohnson.com. Check him out on your preferred platform where you stream your music. And I think YouTube has a variety of different music videos too if you want to watch those. So. And of course, paypal.me/Rayne Johnson Music, because this is our version of a concert, everybody.
Listen, I will tell you guys this that are out there listening. I didn't even know I had that PayPal thing. So it would be like, this sounds so corny, but it would be really cool if I like actually got something in there. I didn't even know I had that. That's pretty awesome. I mean, I guess I did know it, but if you asked me what is your PayPal thing, I would have been like, I don't know. You have to look on the bottom of the screen. I don't know.
Well,
so we're switching it up,
everybody.
Yeah, it's right down there. Yeah, so we're kind of winging it. But since we talked about the meeting my wife or whatever, and that little bit of a touch on the love story, we'll play Front Seat. So this was my single, and I guess maybe we can talk about it a little bit more after since we sprung this one on you too. But this was my single, and it did pretty well. I'm super excited and still love to play it. So this is Front Seat. He makes you sit in the back seat when his boys call shotgun. The type of guy looking for the next best thing when he's already got one. I can tell he takes you for granted, but you're the prettiest thing on the planet. I ain't saying you belong with me, you belong in the front seat of any car. You should be the DJ singing like a rock star. You shouldn't be alone in the back. Baby, you're better than that. You belong on the right side of the right guy. That puts you first, 'cause you're the grand prize. And I ain't saying you belong with me, you belong in the front seat. And he said, not tonight, baby, can't make it. Yeah, you know, you should've known. You curled your hair and wearing that new dress that'll never lay his eyes on. You can tell he doesn't need you. The world's in front of him, you're in the rear view. I ain't saying you belong with me, but you belong in the front seat of any car. You should be the DJ singing like a rock star. You shouldn't be alone in the back. Baby, you're better than that. You belong on the right side of the right guy. That puts you first, 'cause you're the grand prize. And I ain't saying you belong with me, you belong in the front seat. And you know it's getting harder, and it's like you're drowning in the water, and it feels like you need a new life. But you could hop in the front seat of my heart anywhere, anytime that you want. You could be my queen, sitting on your throne, girl. You know you got one. You belong in the front seat of my car. You could be the DJ singing like a rock star. You'd never be alone in the back. Girl, I treat you better than that. You belong on the right side of my right arm, falling asleep when the ride's long. that it could be me. Riding with you in the front seat. Yeah, yeah. You belong in the front seat. Ooh. Listen, the whole time when Joe's picking a little bit. Can you hear this in the mic?
Yeah.
My chair, every time I make a move, it's like.
Oh, I thought you meant in your
So I
voice.
was hoping that.
Yeah,
I was hoping
My
like, every
chair's
time
squeaky.
he would get down real lightly. Yeah. So sorry about that, folks. If you could hear that in there.
Okay, so that one you originally put out like the year after your debut, but then the people watching, they can also find Front Seat on your self-titled album that you put out last year. The third song, I believe.
Look at her. She's like, God, she's down.
So if you're watching, I know that if you go to raynejohnson.com, is that right?
Yep.
Yes. Then if you check out the store on the website, there is some awesome merch. I know that there's a really dope decanter set, and koozie and a pop
I actually
socket.
have some, actually. Hold on. Let me see.
Oh, let's see it.
I didn't mean to have it, but I have some. I have a koozie, I think. I don't know if
Look at you.
are on there or not.
You didn't bring the Rayne Johnson katanas, man?
Yeah.
What?
Can you guys see that?
Hey,
There's the
there we go.
koozie. I don't know. Are these on there? I think these are too. Since we're in the
I think so,
pandemic
yeah.
thing.
And you have some vinyl and
How cool is that?
possibly,
look
I
at
think. Heck
that. Yeah, I've got some stuff on there, some shirts on there. I got a new hat that I'm pretty excited about. I'm a hat guy. I do wear my hair up like 90% of the time, but I like to wear hats, and I was pretty excited because we actually got a decent hat done. So I'm pretty excited about that. So if I see you out at a show with a hat on, I'll really be excited because I like it.
Was your man bun pre-pandemic or
Oh yeah.
during?
Yeah,
pandemic?
I've kind of always had long hair, like what we were talking about back with the local country band. I had like longer hair that was down to probably, I don't know, I kept it anywhere between my neck and maybe sometimes on my shoulders a little bit, but it was always down. And then my wife actually jokingly one day when I had it up in a thing, she was like, I like your hair like that. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah. And so I started like messing around with it like that. And then it kind of stuck. I don't know.
Were you the OG man bun wearer? Like,
I
did
don't
you
know.
start the trend?
I don't think so. I can't take credit for that. I don't think so. But yeah. It's been a while though. I don't know when that happened, but it's been a while when she said to me like, "Hey, I like you." You know, and if your significant other says that they like you a certain way, you should probably like not, you don't have to, but you know, lean towards like, you know,
Keep it in mind.
yeah, right. So yeah. I usually have my hair up except for when I'm hunting, so then I have it down, you know.
Gotcha,
Or
gotcha.
whatever.
Do you hunt in Ohio?
Yeah, I hunt in Ohio
Okay.
mostly, but I did do some trips this last year, so because of COVID, because I was able to like, you know, social distance doing that, so I was able to travel a little bit doing that. So yeah.
Have you heard of Engagement, Ohio?
I have not.
It's right in between Dayton and Marion.
So have you looked on the map? Are you not going to know the answer?
I think Joe's starting to get it.
Is it
As I shake
is
my
it a
head.
dad joke?
It was a joke. Dayton and
Dayton and Marion.
Marion. Yeah.
I have an Ohio joke, but I'm not going to say it on here. We'll have to say it. We'll have to say it at the end. Yeah. Do you guys have Bush Heavy out there, or do you guys have Bush Light? Does everybody drink?
I've only seen the light.
Right. Yeah.
I
So
don't-
when we go, yeah, I got to give props because, and I'm not even trying to get like an endorsement or anything, but I went to Kansas and they didn't even know what Bush Heavy was. So I was like, what? Yeah. So can we take a minute to talk about Bush? Just the
Sure.
peak thing. Just the peak thing. If you have a can and you have a mountain that's in line with your cap, that means you have to chug it.
Oh, interesting.
It's called being peaked. You can't do it on your wine glass. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I kind of could.
I want everyone to know how hard the folks at Jam Cellar tried to get me some wine, and I think that are we allowed to talk about the comment that we have on the right side there? The wine's not coming. It doesn't look like the wine's coming, but that's
Hey,
okay.
we still
It's
have
not
25
yet.
minutes.
But it's not their fault. It's Ohio's fault. So, but I'm gonna get some.
It
talk to
might
Greg about it.
happen. It could
I'm
be.
gonna talk to Greg about jungle gyms. There's jungle gyms in Ohio, and I know they have everything in the world, and I mean that they have like everything in the world.
Well, and you guys are just gonna have to come visit Napa, and then we'll
good
just
excuse.
pour you the wine
Yeah,
straight away
it's a good idea.
in the tasting room.
I got nothing going on this weekend, Rayne. You want
He said, "I've got nothing going on this weekend. You want to head out?" No, I have a show tomorrow,
It's just
Joe.
my son's baptism, but I don't think my wife would mind if I miss it.
Okay, before we get into more music, what's round on both sides and high in the middle?
Round on both sides and high in the middle. See, this is on the spot, so we kind of don't have time. You got it?
No, I have no idea.
Round. You have to remember these are like dad jokes, right? Go ahead. And give it to
Ohio.
us. Round about high in the middle.
High
Oh,
in the
yeah.
middle. Round on the sides.
High in the middle. Yeah. She's talking about the actual written
The
word.
actual,
All right, good.
Yeah, all right.
You.
I
Yeah.
have to open up a new can for that one.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Does that mean we have to? Does that mean?
Oh,
is
it's
it-
touching the
I don't
mouth.
know.
Yeah.
No, I'm
No,
just
it's
kidding.
gotta
I
be
wish
the
it were. I wish it were.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody. Let us know where you tuned in from today. Love to see, like,
Yeah, I
we've
see
had
some-
people from all over tuned in before. It's cool to see. Let's see.
We got some comments over here. I didn't know if they were.
What's up, guys?
Did we miss any, Sam? Did we miss any that Emily put across the bottom? I didn't know. I wasn't looking, so. Not really.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, we missed the PayPal at Rayne Johnson Music. That's the one that we need to remember. That one. That one's down
Yes,
there at the bottom.
If you start pointing, it'll magically pop up, Rain.
PayPal down
Yeah.
there on the bottom. Yes. Is anybody getting tipsy yet?
Here, I'll give another joke. So if you're watching at home, feel free to take
gotta
a
get-
sip.
I gotta get focused on
And-
this one.
Okay. So the other day, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he actually was asked what his favorite religious holiday was. And he said, "Have to love Easter, baby."
Wait, tell the punchline again. I still love Easter, baby.
Have
Yes.
to love Easter. Yeah,
unbelievable.
last Easter, I actually saw Batman leaving church early on Easter. It was the first time I'd ever seen a Christian veil.
Batman? You saw. Oh, nice. I actually like that one.
You almost had him going again.
I actually like
He
that
was
one.
like, huh? What, really?
I actually like that one. That was a good one.
All right, take one more sip then, and then we'll get into more music.
Yeah, that was my favorite
Oh,
so
we're
far.
playing music. Sorry, I didn't know.
That's my favorite so far.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will say that too. That was my favorite one. Yeah, that was good.
Happy almost Easter, everybody.
Happy almost Easter. Oh, yeah, that's funny. What are you playing?
You have to sing whatever I start
Just last
playing,
name?
So, yeah.
Okay, we'll do a little last name. Are we doing a 2-pack here, Sam, or are we? We're
Sure.
gonna talk after this
Whatever
one?
you guys want to do.
Here we
Let's
go.
do a 2-pack.
This is a little last name. Sorry about that, Joe. Here we go. Love the way your hair dances when the wind blows. Yeah, the way your sundress waves hello as you walk on by. Love your dollar store sunglasses hanging on the end of your nose. Got that thrifty city mixed up kind of style. Oh, you got it going on from head to toe. There's just one thing about you, girl, you gotta know. I don't like your last name, I think you need a new one. And I've been holding on to mine, baby, if you want one. And I ain't good at speaking my mind, you know my words never come out right. So baby, read between the lines when I say I don't like your last name. Love the way you smile when you think that I ain't looking. Yeah, the way my dog loves you a little more than he loves me. And God, I love the way you knock me out when you come walking in. And I hope you don't take this wrong. The only problem is I don't like your last name. I think you need a new one. And I've been holding on to mine, baby, if you want one. And I ain't good at speaking my mind. You know my words never come out right. So baby, read between the lines when I say, yeah, I don't like your last name. Let's go ahead and do the church thing. Stay together, make it work thing. Well, how about your first name? Hook it up with my last name. Oh yeah. Break it down for him one time. Come on. Woo! Said I don't like your last name. I think you need a new one. Come on. And I've been holding on to mine, waiting for the right one. And I ain't good at speaking my mind, because my words never come out right. I don't like your last name. I think you need a new one. And I've been holding on to mine, baby, if you want one. And I ain't good at speaking my mind. You know my words never come out right. So baby, read between the lines when I say, yeah, I don't like your last name. I was so not ready for that. That's awesome.
Okay, awesome.
You want to do, we got 3 left? We got 3?
Yeah.
You want to do 11?
Sure.
This is probably the most recent one that I've started playing. This is the other ballad that I've kind of got on the EP, and everybody's really been leaning towards it. It's a tough song for me, but we'll give it a shot tonight. I've only played this song actually live one time on the live show that I did a few weeks ago, the big kind of broadcast we did. This song was actually given to me and started to be recorded but right at the time when my mom was diagnosed with cancer, and she since has passed away. So this song, Joe wrote this song, and did you write this about your mom?
I did.
You did?
My
Yeah.
grandmother.
Yeah. So him and I have two, it's kind of cool because it's a way for me to see how people receive songs, just like this Front Seat was. I would get different stories about that song. And with this song, it's been cool because I have a total story about my mom there, and then Joe has a totally separate one. So it's a little bit more close to home, and it makes me understand how folks perceive music and how they can apply it to their life. So this song is called Love 'Em While You Can. Hopefully I can make it through it. This is a tough one, but here we go. Love 'Em While You Can. Whiskey finally caught up to me, took the life right out of him. We were cracking jokes in the hospital room, and the doctor said there was nothing he could do. And I was mad as hell, 'cause he did it all to himself, and I spent more time judging instead of loving. Now I'm wishing I could get the time back. Every time doesn't work like that. So love 'em while you can, 'cause life's too short not to give a damn. Love 'em while you can, 'cause you might not get a second chance to call up your mama, make sure she's okay, check on a friend, 'cause this life can get crazy. No one knows when the good Lord will take them by the hand. So love 'em while you can. Life had finally caught up to second time around, cancer coming back to her. She was 16, sweet just made it on the softball team. Mama never left her side. Daddy, he was always working overtime. Too busy making money instead of making memories. Man, he's wishing he could get the time back. All the time doesn't work like that. So love him while you can, 'cause life's too short not to give a damn. Love him while you can, 'cause you might not get a second chance to tuck in your babies and make sure they're okay. And hold them tight, 'cause this life can get crazy. No one knows when the good Lord will take them by the hand. So love them while you can. Oh. Never let another day go by thinking you ain't got the time to love somebody. Never let another minute go by thinking you ain't got the time to love somebody. Never let another second go by. You gotta love them while you can, 'cause life's too short not to give a damn. Love them while you can, 'cause you might not get a second chance to call up your mama, make sure she's okay. Call a friend, 'cause this life can get crazy. No one knows when the good Lord will take them by the hand. So just take them by the hand and love them while you can. Oh, you gotta love them while you can. Oh. Woo! Yeah. We made it. We made it through that one. Oh wait, I took my AirPod out and I can't hear Sam. I gotta put it back in.
Mine fell
okay.
out.
Sorry, I got a little emotional on that one. I pulled the thing out and yeah.
So, my mom and Emily's mom both actually passed of cancer as well.
I'm
so
very
that
sorry about that.
song just no,
Yeah.
it's brutal. It's brutal.
Had you heard that song? Had you listened to it yet? Mm-mm. No? Oh, so you had to. Yeah, you got to. I'm glad that you weren't on the screen. I know that.
When did your mom pass, if you don't mind me asking?
So it was
Sorry,
a year.
I'm like,
So it would have been no. It was a year in October. Yeah.
oh,
so
my goodness.
it's pretty. Yeah, you know what's crazy is I don't, not to make the show turn to a moment like that, but I was like, even when we started to playing it, I was like, I know we've been having a good time. I was like, but I hope that people, because when you're doing these kind of things, you don't see the other people, you know what I mean? So you're just in here in this room and you're performing, and I'm like, I really hope that people are hearing the words of this song, because Joe wrote this song about someone that was super special to him in his life that passed on, and it's so cool to see this song translate to so many other people. Like I don't want to say it and jinx it, you know what I mean? But like Front Seat was an unexpected type song that I didn't know that people were gonna come with. But this song,
Right.
I feel like people are just gonna really, really be able to identify with it. And it wasn't even. And the great part about it is it wasn't written for that. It was written
Right.
for a love of a lost one that thing about life that you can't take it for granted. And how cool is that it's gonna be able to translate to people in a natural way. I'm really excited about it. It's awesome. Not awesome that you're crying, but it's awesome to see that this song, means something to you.
As a
I love
song
it.
before, just to get it out.
Right.
To get it out.
Well, and that's
Yeah.
like what music has kind of been such a. I've said this for basically every show. I've said that music and the continual output of music by musicians such as yourself is so important, especially during this point in time where we're all dealing with not only like the shock of the pandemic and isolation, but our day-to-day emotions before the pandemic. We're having to kind of adapt, and so it's really important for us to have these songs where we're able to keep feeling like we're not the only one going through something. And like with that particular song, you know, it got us, at least the three of us, all teary-eyed. And, and I know like we all have completely different, even though there's similarities, like different reasons to cry about that song.
Right.
But that's what's so cool about music. It doesn't matter exactly what the artist is talking about. As long as you can relate to it, you can feel like you have something to relate to. And thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for saying that, though. And I don't want to get drugged to it too long, but it's been cool that for you to talk about that a little bit is cool, because in my music journey, you know, up until the last couple of years, like I said, it's been a lot of cover stuff and just, you know, playing music because I love music, and it's been really, really awesome to have that these last 2 years to see how music, because I know how music impacts me. I never envisioned myself singing a song and someone being impacted by it. It's so neat to see that happen. And I'm sure that Joe probably feels the same way about writing a song, you know, and being like, wow, I just wrote that song because I felt like shit because I lost someone, and here it is. And then it makes everyone else, you know, have this comforting feeling and go, yeah, you know, I gotta do better. I gotta love them while they're here. They could be gone tomorrow, you know? So it's cool. It's cool to hear you say that. And so thank you.
And real quick, because I want to shout out your mama, I'll shout out my mama and all the mamas watching and everyone with the mama, because we all have one. But your mom used to play like Frank Sinatra and Elvis around the house, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
And you guys like would duet like every once in a while together on stage?
That was actually my first musical experience, was on Mother's Day singing a duet with my mom. I do not remember what it was, but I do remember the moment. I remember being like this little kid and carrying like roses up to this. They had pulled out a piano, like a grand piano stool, and put it out there, and my mom was sitting there waiting, you know, with the microphone, and then I came out with the roses. Like, it was all staged for us to do the song, you know, and I give them to her, and then we sit down and sing. Like, there's no like footage or anything, but that's really my first musical experience of remembering doing that, you know. So it's pretty cool.
That's so cool. Well, what is your mom's name?
My mom's name is Robin. Yeah.
Robin. Okay, so we've got Robin, my mom's name, Donna. So cheers to them.
That's right.
Cheers to all the moms out there.
Cheers to all the moms. That's right. If you're there, if you're watching this from at home and you're with your mom, give them a big hug right now.
Give them an extra squeeze for me and Rayne. Right. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think we have time for
dad joke.
One. Oh my god.
How long do we usually run? How long do we usually run? Like, you guys go like 50 minutes, 55 minutes? What do you do?
So we're at about 6 minutes till the hour mark right now. So we have time for one more song, and then I'm gonna close this show out with a joke because we gotta lighten it up a little.
Nice. Yeah. We'll play.
We're gonna lighten it up.
We'll play laid back.
Yeah.
We'll play a little laid back. This is lighter too. So
All right.
here we go. It's a little laid back. This is my first single. Well, actually, like my accidental single. So it's a little laid back. Yeah. Woo. Doctor said my blood pressure's down. And it's been that way since you skipped town. And I know you thought your leaving would make me feel like screaming, but baby, I ain't even stressing out. I bet you thought I'd be getting lonely, thought I'd be getting angry. Girl, I ain't even getting mad, 'cause I've been getting laid back. Baby, you should know that I don't need your criticism, pessimism. And I've been keeping it on the DL. Got a girl that keeps it real, and it's all I need to know, and all you need to know, babe. Since you've been gone, I've been getting laid back. Used to have these headaches all day long, but it's disappeared since you've been gone. And that girl next door, she sees me, loves how I'm taking it easy, blows kisses at me while I mow my lawn. Bet you thought I'd be getting lonely, thought I'd be getting angry, but I've been getting luckier than that. I've been getting laid back. Baby, you should know that I don't need your criticism, pessimism. And I've been keeping it on the DL. Got a girl that keeps it real, and it's all I need to know and all you need to know, babe. Since you've been gone, I've been getting laid back. Busy getting laid. I bet you thought I'd be getting lonely, thought I'd be getting angry, but I've been getting luckier than that. Come on, 'cause I've been getting laid back. Baby, you should know that I don't need your criticism, pessimism. And I've been keeping it on a DL. Got a girl that keeps it real, and it's all I need to know and all you need to know, babe. Since you've been gone, I've been getting laid back. Busy getting laid, yeah, back. I keep getting lucky, getting laid back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
This one in,
All right. So, just for everyone who just tuned in, we were just talking about being appreciative of those around us, our loved ones during this time, being appreciative of music, of wine. Everything that you need is linked below. And I think that you should tell the story about the music video for that last song.
Oh yeah, for Laid Back, yeah. It was so that was
Yeah.
actually that was at that was like early on in my career. No real, anyone knowing really who I was or anything like that. We were on social media, that kind of stuff, and we had this really cool bar that's near us called the Monkey Bar. Started out as a little hole in the wall bar, but they've redone it and expanded it. It's a beautiful, wonderful place now. And we just put out a thing that's saying that we were going to be shooting a music video. It wasn't like a, hey, sign up, let us know if you're coming. It was just like, hey, we're going to be shooting a music video. Show up if you want. And we also knew that there were going to be some people there too, you know what I mean? So, yeah, and it was hilarious because it was packed. And you'll see everything in the video. It's on YouTube and whatever. It's everything that you see in that video. Obviously, shots of me like at the bar and stuff like that. I'm placed there, but all those people that are there, even the guy with the white beard that I do the shot with, his name is Bill. I met him that night. He came because he saw it on Facebook, and him and I exchanged phone numbers. We're still friends. We talk to this day. It's the funniest thing. Like, it was a cool night, wasn't it? Yeah, it was so cool. I made so many friends doing that, and I go back there. I mean, if you check out my social media, lots of stuff like that, there's a lot of the videos that you see. I'm at that bar doing covers and doing different stuff.
And you said that, like, basically there were small groups, there were, like, couples, there were, like, single people, they all showed up. And I feel like that's, obviously right now we can't even imagine something like that.
Right.
But, like, back in the day when you could do that, that's so cool to see all these people kind of all age groups and, like, different types of people, couples, groups, single people, all coming together. And now, were you all drinking real alcohol?
Yes, I will. We talk. Yeah, so I will say this: all of it, everything was real. I'm just gonna be truthful. Everything was real except for the shot that me and Bill took together.
No.
Yeah, it was. That was. They were like, because I don't even remember why. I don't remember.
What?
I don't remember why. My manager might have been like, "You're not allowed to start drinking yet. We have 3 more hours to shoot." Blah 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 blah. That might have been it. But all I remember is going, "Well, what are we gonna put in here?" And I was like, "The only thing that's gonna look like whiskey that I'm gonna drink is sweet tea. So bring me some sweet tea." so that's us shooting sweet tea in that shot. Did I just ruin it for you?
No, I'm gonna rewatch it now and then just think of you drinking sweet tea and kind of like flinching.
Because I think afterwards I like do the thing and I go, woo!
Yeah, no, you do the like flinching. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Let's work
Well,
on my acting career.
That's how you know it's fake because he shoots a shot of whiskey. He doesn't flinch. He's
That's
used to
true.
it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's
Well,
fake.
I think
Whoa,
this
man.
just means that like you and Bill need to catch up with real whiskey shots at some point,
That's
or
true.
some wine. When the wine arrives,
we
finally.
do that. I will say.
Whichever shows up at our door first.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last joke that I have for today before we head on out of here, it has to do with, I believe it was the 5th song that you guys did today. Last name.
I was gonna say we did them all out of order, so we don't remember what the 5th song was. But okay, last name.
So this is my crazy looking list of all the edits. So I think it's number 5, but correct me if I'm wrong. So you guys, Disney finally released Yoda's last name, Yoda's surname.
You know this?
You wanna know what his full name is? Yoda?
Is it Yoda Leahy who?
Yoda Leahy who?
Did I get
Did he
it?
get it? Yes! I love it. Yes.
Cheers!
We ended the night on it. Cheers, everybody at home. Yes.
Victory.
Oh my gosh! Cheers, everyone. And go to paypal.me/Rayne Johnson Music. And
Hit it, Emily.
hopefully you're
Yeah.
tipsy. Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you guys that are out there watching, you don't know it, but Emily's back there behind the scenes. Sam's doing a great job. Everybody's doing awesome today. Thank you guys for having us.
One last thing. Today is also National 1 Cent Day, aka a penny. What do you call a prison cell with a quarter, a penny, and a dime in it?
Quarter, a penny. Quarter, a penny, and a dime? 31. That'd be
Run out of time.
1 cent shy of 37? I don't know. What?
A Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh man.
I'm gonna make you send
That's
me
my
all.
second favorite.
I'm gonna make you send
My
me all
second
these
favorite.
jokes at the end of this.
Cheers, you guys. Cheers,
Cheers.
everybody.